Hey Sunflowers, it's the Homesteading Kontessa. Happy Monday! So Sunflowers, what have you been up to since the last time I have spoken to you? Well, I have been moving around my garden because my cucumbers, they are not growing as fast as I would like them to grow. And I know with gardening, you got to have patience, but this year I'm planning, well, my garden is like on the side of my house. And last year it was on the other side of my house. And where I planted it this time, there's a big old huge tree. And it's really, I think, shading out the sun way too much. Now, when we get deep in June, I think that spot will be a great spot just because it's going to be so hot. I'm going to need that shade. But right now, I'm just kind of getting discouraged. You know how sometimes you'll grow something and things don't grow like you want them to, and then you get upset, or not upset. Well, sometimes you do get upset, but you kind of get discouraged, like, man, what am I doing wrong? I keep seeing other people garden flourish. What am I doing wrong? But I am reminding myself to stay patient and to trust the process. I did see a little jalapeno germinating. I seen some tomatoes coming in. My nasturtiums, they have little flowers already. Like, I'm happy about that. It's my first time growing those. I can't wait. I did it. My original thought was to plant the nasturtiums to keep pests away. But then I found out it was an edible plant. So I think I'm going to use that like in a salad or something and just be all fancy like. But last time I seen you guys, my sunflowers that I planted, my little sunflower patch, they have gotten so big. I mean, one week, one of them I called Christina with a K. She was like almost to the top of the fence. A week later, she is peeking at the top of the fence. So, any day now, she'll be opening up. And I'm so happy because, for one, the mammoth sunflowers is my favorite flower. And in the past, I haven't had any luck with planting those mammoth sunflowers. So, I told you guys, a landscaper, he had cut my flowers one year. And then one time I did the sunflowers like in the seedlings. And then when I transplanted them, they didn't do well. So this year, I'm actually showing progress. I'm 5'3". Christina is taller than me. So I'm so excited about her. I think I'm going to name the other sunflowers too because they're about my height. They're about they're probably a little under me. They're probably about 5 feet. So they're trying to peek up there with her. But maybe where she's planted, the soil is just really good because where I put them along that fence line, it's like a concrete slab right there, and it's like some dirt right there. So I didn't have too much room to put that seed, so I don't know what's underneath that concrete. So it was a challenging spot to put it in. I was thinking that maybe they'll do well because my chickens, when they free range, that's the area that they used to kick up the dirt all the times, and chicken manure and all that good stuff. And I put some compost there, so that's probably why they're doing well. Christina is just shooting up higher than all the rest. But my girls, last time I talked to you guys, I still had my baby chicks inside. They're outside now, and they're loving it. Child, let me tell you, my barred rocks, I ain't never had that breed. Every breed of chickens are different. The first breed I had was the golden sex link. The second two breeds that I had bought at the same time was the amber links that I have out there and the lavender orpington, because I always thought lavender orpingtons were beautiful. Amber links just kind of happened. And then now barred rock was one of the ones that I wanted because I feel like those are next to the showgirls. I think silkies are the showgirls, but I won't get those just because everything on my farm, I want it to be beneficial in a way of sustainability, something I can either my family can eat or they're doing something for the farm. And I guess silkies could, bring the charm to charm farm because they are really cute. But instead, I decided to go with the barred rock because there are some fashionistas. They have these beautiful stripes and that black and white with that red. Oh my gosh, they're like so beautiful. I can't wait till they grow to maturity so they can be strutting their stuff around my farm. But those girls, they crazy. When I tell you, I was cleaning out the brooder box, and Jolene, I haven't put bands on them, but the one who always act up, I call Jolene. So their name is Jolene, Dixie, Winnie, and Tess. But Jolene, first of all of them hopped out the brooder box as soon as I took the net out. So I got baby chicks everywhere, and I hurry up and grabbed them, put them in a bucket that I put them in when I clean their brooder box. And Jolene, she ran from me. She ran to my garden. She ran behind my fence. She ran towards the chicken coop. And that little girl, she went behind that chicken coop, and she would not come from behind. Like, it was like about this much space between the chicken coop and the fence, so I couldn't get back there. So what I had to do was I got a broom, and I reached gently, and I got her to come. She was scared at that point because my big chicks were trying to get at her, but they couldn't because the fence was blocking them from getting at her. So I got so upset that I said, you know what? I'm putting y'all outside. Y'all act like y'all ready to go outside. I'm putting y'all outside. So they actually went outside a week early. Normally, you wait until about 6 weeks or fully feathered. I feel like they were fully feathered. I did watch them. I did secure the run that they were in. And I made sure they had a cozy, warm spot to sleep in. And baby, those chickens, they were ready to be out there because they act like that's all they've been waiting for. And I swear, since they've been out there, they done grew 3 times bigger than what they were. So, you know, there is a such thing as pecking order. So my chickens right now, they are figuring each other out. They like, who you, Harpo? Like, who are you? And they want to know, you know, who is these new chicks on the block? Why are they in our coop? And how can I get at them? That's what my older hens are looking like. Dallas, she just broody, so she just been in her coop. But what I had to do the last couple of days when she comes out the coop to eat, I would close the door so she couldn't go back in. So she would turn around and look at that door, and then she's like, I guess you want to shut the door. And then she would go on and do her thing. Dallas a diva. Those bar rocks are crazy. And Daisy Dukes and Derriere, man, those two double team, and they don't miss. They do not miss. Those girls out there, when I tell you they have such a personality that they keep me on my toes. So yeah, it's Monday. I went to work today. For those that don't know, I'm a dental assistant instructor. June 6th. Yeah, June 6th, I will be at my job for 6 years. June 11th, I would have been a dental assistant for, let's see, 14 years. Yeah, 14 years I would be a dental assistant. So, you know, I'm climbing up the ladder with the dental assistant. I call myself the Beyonce of dental because Beyonce is good at what she does, and I am good at what I do. I love dental assisting, and I love teaching dental assisting. But my true passion, what makes me really, truly happy, that makes me want to get out of bed and just smile and just breathe in the air that I'm living is homesteading, farming, anything in that nature, gardening. I wish I could do this full time. That's what I'm working towards. I see videos where they say, I have to work my job and do the homesteading, which I get it. You don't want to just quit without having a plan and without having income to be able to support the lifestyle. But I do have this dream that's going to be a reality that I'm going to be able to do it full time, and I'm going to be able to do it successfully. I do have plans on how to generate money. It's not, by selling eggs, because we all know selling eggs, you got to have a mass production of chickens to do that, to really be profitable. And, you do make money off of them, but you don't make enough to quit your job. Pretty much my chickens now, just my 3 chickens that lay eggs, they do enough to pay for their own feed. They pay for their own feed. We get free eggs. We don't have to ever go to the grocery store to buy eggs. I have not had a shortage of eggs. They lay every single day. My chicks are happy. They say happy chicks lay happy eggs. You know, they lay every day. Dallas, when she goes broody, she does stop laying eggs, but she did lay an egg today, so I'm thinking locking her out the coop, set her back straight. And then my barred rocks, whenever they start laying eggs around closer to August, then I'll be having even more eggs because I have those 4 girls laying as well. So, you know, with me selling my eggs and, you know, eating the eggs, they benefit me because, like I said, the money I make from selling their eggs, I just put right back into their feed that I give them. And they forage for bugs. And every now and again, I give them like a chicken treat because they love the treats. So I love to give them treats. Just they get happy. And now every time they see me, they be looking forward to seeing what I got in my hand for them. So, but yeah, I mean, what are your guys? What are y'all dreams and aspirations? It may not be farming, it may not be gardening, but if so, like, what type of gardener are you? Are you a flower gardener? Are you a farmer? Are you a flower farmer? They have different type of farmers. Do you do produce? Are you just doing small scale to just for your family? Or are you just, you know, kind of experimenting to see where it goes from there? Me, I am a homesteader, and I call my homestead Charm Farm. I am the homesteading Kontessa. Kontessa is actually my real name. People that are close to me call me Tessa. Friends call me Tessa. I do plan on having me a farm to where I have pigs, I have rabbits, I have goats, and I have even more chickens. And that will be probably it for as far as the animals that I want. I know that I see people have quail. I always think about doing ducks, but every time I think about doing ducks, people tell me, "Oh, ducks, they're so messy, they're so nasty." So it always made me not want to get them. So I don't know about the ducks, but I might just get the ducks just because it'll be part of my you know, charm farm, where it's just some things are just for mental health, you know, just to make you feel good. And then ducks, they lay eggs, and I hear that people really like them. I don't know if I would necessarily eat it. I'm not opposed to trying it. But I know that in some of the nicer specialty stores, they like to sell them, and they're quite expensive, I hear. So that could be another source and stream of a small income. Any income is better than no income. You know, I do participate like in a farmer's market. You know, I just got a lot of goals, and I have a lot of dreams. I write things down, and I'm one of those people, I don't just like to talk about what I want to do. I like action. You know, the Bible say faith without work is dead, and I don't like nothing about death. You know, I don't like dead flowers, dead gardens. I don't like it. So when I make my dreams and my goals, I make small goals, and I do what I can at the scale that I'm at that moment. And then as I get bigger, I'll be able to do more things. And this lifestyle is teaching me so much. It's so wonderful. I wish, like, people who don't understand, I wish you knew the joy of homesteading, the joy of running a farm. It's not all glorious, you know. I'm not pretending to be just, you know, a TikTok farmer or a YouTube farmer. I have roots. My family is from Nacogdoches, Texas, and I grew up around farmers. You know, I grew up around animals. I just didn't know that I was going to be that person until 2020 when I started a garden. And then it just kind of spiraled into more, into wanting to know more, into learning, into researching, to more researching. And then now we're here. And you don't stop from here. You see what else you can do. And gardening and farming is so close to God. It's so close to God that um, it's so spiritual. You know, you're dealing with Mother Earth. You're dealing with God and the sun and the things, the elements that He provide, the rain, the wind, the insects, the bugs. I mean, everything in the ecosystem makes this beautiful products to where it brings life into us, and we are able to live off of these things. Gardening is life. It's life. It's breathing. It's a living thing. So, um, it's that's what it means to me. It really is. You know, I got on this video today. I just said, let me check in with my people. I ain't checked in with them because, you know, I've been doing a few things, and sometimes picking up the camera can be hard. But I love, you know, when I get on here and talk to you guys, because this is my safe spot. It's my safe place. It's a place that I want to be safe for you. Somewhere you can come and you can talk. You can say hi. You can tell me what you're doing. If you think nobody care, I care. You know, shoot me a message. Let me know what you got going on. You got a YouTube? Put the link in my description. Or my comment box. I mean, that way I can check you out. A lot of times when you guys do say something to me, I click to see if you got something going on, and then I look at your content, and then I like to engage. So that's all for today. Like I said, it's Monday. I'm about to relax, kick back, and just trying to treat every day like it's the weekend, not trying to just wait till the weekend. We are so accustomed to thinking that life starts on Friday, Saturday, you know, those days. But life is beginning every time you open your eyes and you breathe air. That's life. You know, you want to start living. Don't wait to go out to eat with your friend on the weekend. You know, go out to eat during the week, you know, if you can. Utilize each day, because we don't know how many days we have here left on this earth, and we want to make sure that we're living the best of it, and that we're, you know, being kind to ourselves and kind to others. So, all right, y'all. So that's it. I'm not gonna say bye, but I'm gonna say see you later, and come back and see me. Like I always like to say, don't be a stranger.